Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 1 of Survive, Marvel Comic Review. Now, as you know, Survive is meant to deal with the aftermaths of the whole Galactus thing, where he came into the Ultimate Universe, merged with his Ultimate counterpart, and led to a big event story where everyone had to try and get rid of Galactus. And the story is meant to deal with the aftermaths, showing where the characters are going to be, and so forth now. And the story starts off in Washington, D.C., where after Captain America's sacrifice, everyone hails him as a hero. We see how Tony gives his sort of epic speak about Captain America, while other superheroes like Ultimate Thing, Ultimate Iceman are all there, even the younger heroes and so forth. And we do kind of see how Monica Chan is talking with Ultimate Froggy Nelson, and obviously after everything that happened with S.H.I.E.L.D. and Galactus, they're looking to obviously shut down S.H.I.E.L.D. as well as use her as a scapegoat, and her saying, and nobody has given any thought to the fact that an out-of-control cosmic entity came here from another universe and started eating us with no warning? And you can even tell right away Monica knows that this is BS, but Froggy knows that they're looking for a fall guy, and even points out to her they're thinking about dismantling S.H.I.E.L.D., but you can even tell both sides have to make justified points, but know what they're going to have to deal with. And even wonders what's going to happen now, but we even see how Ultimate Froggy has to give her his business card, and obviously knowing that there's going to be no more S.H.I.E.L.D. now. And while Tony's giving more heartfelt speech, we see how Ultimate Sue remembers back at the Baxter building, where Ultimate Reed looks back at the now destroyed Baxter building and remembers his time first meeting, obviously, Ultimate Dr. Storm and Sue and Johnny as kids. But it's clear after Ultimate Reed's now so-called redemption, even Sue has mixed feelings about him suddenly turning good again and saying, I was, but they sent me home. That was recommended as well. Have you slept? What are you doing here? And he even points out about his now heel face turn and that, but I like how they make it clear, despite obviously Ultimate Reed trying to redeem himself, they make it clear all of his actions, his misdeeds that he brought on himself. Ultimate Sue has justified reasons for being cautious about him, but he points out that when he was in that other universe, the main Marvel one, he looked at the life that both him and Sue could have had. Even point out all the adventures, the kids they could have had. But I like how they make it clear that he's not obviously going to go back to Reed, and obviously kiss the ground he walks on. He's done all these horrible things not only to himself but to other people. And it's clear that he still thinks he can turn his life around. And I like how they show the difference between their Fantastic Four uniforms. Like, obviously it's clear he's trying to mirror his main Marvel counterpart, which does shows you how deluded he is. Well, Ultimate Sue has a classic one, showing that one still wants to live the life of what could have been, while the other accepts that part of their life. And it becomes clear that, well, obviously, Ultimate Iron Man, Tony given his newfound speech, we even see how Kitty Pryde was able to make a difference when the people of Washington, D.C. came to pay her a visit. And we see how the President of the United States gives her his sort of congratulations and wants to help sort of deal with the whole mutant thing and be more positive about it, and even get the Medal of Freedom, setting up that, unlike Xavier, Kitty Pryde was able to make that difference on her own. And we even see how, obviously, setting up the younger, new generation of heroes. We even see how, obviously, after everything that happened in New Jersey, S.H.I.E.L.D. and even construction workers trying to take what what elements of Galactus' stuff is left until Miles shows up to help. And we even see how he gets help from Ultimate Spider-Woman, who comes up with a new plan. And obviously, after everything that's happened, no more Ultimates, it's kind of clear they're now going to become the new team, the Young Ultimates, with Bombshell, Ultimate Kitty Pryde, Ultimate Cloak and Dagger, and so forth, setting up to the stuff to the next Ultimate line before it all ends way too soon again. And this is the story. So I feel like issue 1 is okay, but it's obviously going to be setting up to short-lived comic book stories that we obviously know is going to end a lot sooner. And it becomes clear after doing the same dance multiple times, it was clear the Ultimate stuff was going to have to come to an end, and it's kind of clear what they're trying to set up. Future storylines that are going to lead to nowhere, and obviously trying to restart the Ultimate Universe to get people back into Marvel again. That's once again going to become short-lived. Marvel do have a habit of wasting their story's potential and not really knowing much of what to do. So it's an okay story, not the best, but it definitely deserves thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, but kind of okay. So, Comic Book Reviewer here, signing out.